You can see the anger and you can hear it across the city over the status of evictions in New York. The state's 90-day moratorium is scheduled to end on January 1st, but some tenants advocates say that's not happening. CBS 2's Kevin Rincon has more.
Here outside a Brooklyn housing court, demonstrators showed up demanding an extension to the eviction moratorium in New York.
People in the Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn, working class people, black people, Latinos, are the ones who bore the brunt of this pandemic, are the ones who are the essential workers, and are the ones who are now going to be assaulted by evictions and massive unemployment that's only going to get bigger and bigger.
These tenant advocates say evictions have resumed despite that pause. For people like Roland, there's just no money to pay.
At the beginning of the pandemic, I lost all 3 of my jobs that I had and really just tried to find ways to make it work.
Meanwhile, there are landlords of all sizes feeling the pinch, having gone months and months without collecting rent.
If you're telling building owners that they have to pay their property taxes, but they have no money coming in from rent, it's going to be very difficult for owners to make that happen.
Vito Signorelli is with the Rent Stabilization Association, representing more than 25,000 landlords here in the city. He says one way to help, give tenants money specifically for rent.
When tenants pay rent, building owners can pay their expenses. Provide rental subsidies that give the tenants the money they need to pay the rent, and they can pay their rental obligations to property owners.
Mayor de Blasio offered his own suggestion, a program set up by Albany that would allow for a payment plan.
Giving tenants the security they can stay in their apartment, giving landlords the security that eventually they'll be made whole. We need a structure like that.
And Governor Cuomo suggested reopening the emergency assistance program set up over the summer. Of the $100 million in CARES Act funding set aside for that, $60 million went unused, and it'll expire at the end of the year. In Battery Park, Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.